Hello, friends. Welcome back to my lifestyle series episode number 5. Thank you very much for watching last few of my episodes and liking them. I'm really grateful for acknowledging my services. Last few episodes were in Hindi, henceforward few episodes will be in English. I think this is the message which I'm going to send you is very simple. Be healthy and remain healthy forever. Friends, I am Dr. Biswajit, trying to change the concept of healthcare to self-help care. In last 3 episodes, we discussed about the 3 letters of lifestyle. In first, we discussed about L, learning, unlearning, and relearning. Then we discussed about I, that is called information and interpretation. Then we discussed about F, that's following your passion. Today, we are going to discuss a letter, the 4th letter called E. Most of you have by now guessed what E stands for. Yes, you are right. E stands for eating well and energizing yourself. This is very important. And most of the people, whoever had thought of changing his lifestyle, they work on these 2 things first. But my concept of doing things is that this is only one part of it, and you have to follow the rest of the things which we are discussing since last 3 days, and we will be discussing henceforward also. So today let us discuss about E. And remember one thing, all lifestyle diseases are product of our present eating habits. That you agree or not. Where were the diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cancers 50 years back? And what happened during these last 50 to 60 years that we became the diabetic capital of the world. 50 to 60% of people are now hypertensive. The cancer is become one of the biggest, we can say, disease which is threatening the human society, or you can say we people in India. So if we think that eating habit is one of them, or our lifestyle is one of them, let us start working on that. There is a tremendous variation in what food human can thrive on, depending on their genetic inheritance. Do you know that? We all come with a code of a particular variety of foods available around us, and our body has been coded because of the food habits we had, our ancestor ate. So what there is a saying, we are what our ancestor ate. Remember this thing. And one more thing is very it's very interesting thing, that our Indian food is one of the best and one of the well-balanced food available all over the world. And we have now all switched over to Western food culture. And that's where we fail. We are not providing our body, ourselves, or the things which we need. We are following the fast food culture, processed food, non-vegetarian food, then this, you can say, less fiber food. All these things has come to our life. And this has become a biggest portion of our eating habit. And that is the reason why we are falling ill. And here we have to change ourselves. Many studies have proved that all this lifestyle problem started when we abandoned our traditional diet and active lifestyle. If these 2 things which we left behind, and that is the reason these chronic diseases are now coming up to us like anything. So what we have to do now? We have to go back to our culture. We have to start eating the foods available around us. Because what is happening, a food which is available in America is now available at our food store. And we go and buy that and we start eating them. But it is not the right food. Right food is what is growing, is the food which is growing, which where our genes are coded with. This is food available locally. I always say, start eating food which is grown locally, and you see the changes what you will find inside yourself. Avoid this fast food, processed food, you can say, and avoid non-vegetarian foods. Dairy products, one of the biggest setback in our food habits, because 70 to 80% of the people are allergic to milk and milk proteins, and many of the chronic diseases are being linked to this milk and milk products. So few of the things which can say we can improve our lifestyle, we can have to remove them from our eating habits. Then only we can move on, we can have a better life. High fiber diet is essential because our microbes, they survive on fibers. So that part, and microbes, they 70% of immune cells are being produced by the intestine by these bacteria. And these bacteria are so important to us. And the more we eat these foods, fast food, and we deplete those microbiome, and we fall in the trap of diseases. So through this program, I want to tell you that let us come back to our own old food culture. And another thing, remember, our ancestors were hunters and gatherers. So for everything, every time they have to run, they have to get the food and they have to eat. So our genetic coding is of that, but we have changed our lifestyle. We are now sedentary. We are not active anymore, and our muscles are getting weaker and weaker. That means our lean body mass is getting decreased day by day. And once our muscle mass is decreasing, means our furnace, which is muscle is the biggest furnace, and it is getting weakened. So what is happening? Our metabolism in our body also gets slowed down. Our body is not getting proper energy, and our cells become sick. So exercise is a must. It is not a optional anymore. You have to do exercise every day. A person above 30 years has to go to gym, has to add on this resistance training to build up his muscles. If we have good muscles, we will be healthy for a longer period of time. People say, I'm doing walking for 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. But walking is good. It's making you active, but it is not exercise. Exercise is when you use your muscles against resistance. That is called resistance training. So you have to add on that. Friends, I hope eating well and energizing yourself it's a big thing. When my programs, Blueprint for Living Healthy and DNA of Living Healthy, I discuss very deeply into this particular aspect of our science. And please do join me in those programs whenever you get time, so that you will learn more and more in that. But for today, I think if you follow this much, you will be taking one step towards changing your lifestyle. In next episode, we'll be talking about S. Wait for next episode. Till then, goodbye. Thank you very much.